They say time waits for no one, but I've found that if you treat your mornings right, time starts to walk beside you, gently and with purpose. I'm 93 years old, I live solo, and this isn't a story of survival. This is a living blueprint of thriving, of rising stronger as the calendar pages turn. There are no nurses knocking at my door, no plastic pillboxes sorted by weekday. Just me, my old radio, and a set of morning rituals that have kept my body moving, my mind sharp, and my soul deeply content. Folks half my age often ask how I do it, how I walk straighter, breathe easier, and laugh louder than they do. I tell them, it's not magic and it's not genetics. It's mornings. It's what you do before the world gets a chance to touch you. And today, I'm giving you my mornings, not as advice, but as invitation. Follow along, and by the end, you won't just understand how I live. You'll be ready to live this way too. It didn't start out this way. I remember turning 70 and feeling heavy, not just in body, but in spirit. I was slower, stiffer, and I kept telling myself it was fine, that I was doing well for my age. But that phrase started to ring hollow. Why should age be a ceiling? Why not let it be a springboard? One morning, after struggling to catch my breath just from bending down to pick up the newspaper, I looked at myself in the hallway mirror and said, "No more." That moment wasn't dramatic, but it was decisive. I didn't wait for a heart attack. I didn't need a wake-up call from a hospital bed. I simply realized that I wanted to feel alive again, and that started with my mornings. I didn't overhaul everything overnight. I added one tiny thing at a time, built it like a staircase, and now I want to walk you through each step, exactly how I built it. This isn't theory. This is the routine that's given me more energy at 93 than I had in my 60s. It begins in stillness. Before I even open my eyes fully, I stay there, lying on my back with one hand on my chest and the other on my stomach. I breathe, not to wake up, but to connect. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, pause for 4. I do 10 cycles. It slows the heart, centers the nervous system, and reminds me that I'm in control of this day. Most people wake up and their thoughts race before their feet touch the ground. I do the opposite. I ground myself before I even move a muscle. From there, I rise slowly. No rushing, no alarms, no jarring music. My day starts in grace. Next, hydration, but not just water. I drink a tall glass with a slice of lemon and a pinch of sea salt. This combo activates the digestion, replenishes electrolytes lost during sleep, and gently tells the body, we're beginning. I don't gulp it down. I sip it like something sacred because it is. That first glass marks the start of another day I get to live, and I never take that for granted. Once that's done, I move. Now here's where most people overcomplicate things. I don't do CrossFit. I don't do hour-long cardio. I move joyfully, 10 minutes minimum. Gentle stretching on the floor. Some days, resistance bands tied to a doorknob. Other days, dancing. Yes, dancing. I put on a jazz record, something with a little swing, and I let my body groove. My spine thanks me. My knees grumble, but they still obey. This movement isn't about looking good. It's about waking up the joints, flushing the lymph system, and reminding myself that this body is still mine to command. After movement comes sunlight. I open every curtain, every blind. I stand barefoot near the window and let the morning light hit my face. It resets my circadian rhythm, boosts serotonin, and honestly, just makes me feel human. If it's warm enough, I step outside and breathe deeply. 5 long, intentional breaths. That's all it takes to feel alive. Then comes gratitude. I write 3 things in a notebook. Not big, grand ideas. Simple things. Today it was. Warm socks, a good dream, and no joint pain. That's it. Gratitude reorients the brain away from scarcity. It's how I stay light in the heart, even when the world gets heavy. Then I eat. But not cereal or pancakes. My breakfast is simple and anti-inflammatory. A bowl of steel-cut oats with cinnamon, chia seeds, and half a banana, or scrambled eggs with spinach and avocado. I avoid sugar. I eat slow. I chew like every bite matters because it does. My digestion improved tenfold when I stopped rushing meals. And after breakfast, I sit with tea. Not coffee, tea, green or ginger, depending on how I feel. I sip it on my porch when weather allows, or by the window when it doesn't. That moment, tea in hand, body fed, soul stretched, is when I feel most whole. Now here's the part most folks miss. I give myself a moment of direction. I ask, what do I want from today? Not a task list, just an intention. It might be to laugh more, to call an old friend, to clean a drawer. The what doesn't matter. The asking does. That's the compass. Then I get on with my day, reading, light chores, maybe a walk to the corner store. But because of that morning, the day bends to me, not the other way around. That's power. That's why I do this. Not to be young again, but to stay sovereign in my own skin. You see, aging doesn't scare me. Stagnation does. Losing control does. Becoming invisible does. But this morning ritual, it makes me feel visible to myself. It reminds me that even at 93, I am still the author of this day. I don't chase youth. I nurture vitality. And that's what these mornings give me. So if you're watching this and thinking, I'm too old, or I don't have time, let me say this gently. That's the voice of the world trying to shrink you. You're not too old. You're right on time. Start with one breath, one glass of water, one stretch. You don't need to do it all. Just begin. And slowly, you'll build a morning that heals you, lifts you, reintroduces you to yourself. That's my secret. No big hacks, no miracle products, just sacred habits done with love. I don't just live alone, I live fully. And I want that for you too. So tomorrow, before the sun is even up, I hope you'll remember this story. I hope you'll breathe, sip, stretch, smile, and maybe, just maybe, you'll feel a little more alive than you did the day before. That's the gift I offer. From one morning to the next, from one soul to another. Let's keep rising. And if this moved you, if even one part of it stirred something in your heart, leave a comment below and tell me which habit you'll try tomorrow. Let this not be the end of a video. Let it be the beginning of a better you. I'll be reading and cheering and hoping to meet you again in the next sunrise. Until then, live gently, rise strong, and never underestimate the power of a morning well lived.